What's up, you guys? It's Molly. We're going to be doing a chatty get ready with me. I was going to just do my makeup and film my Shop My Stash and a haul, just like a collective haul of products I purchased over the last few months. But I realized I have to do my makeup anyways, and I've been MIA, so I figured I'd just kind of pop on and clue you guys into what's been going on in my life and why I've been absent. So, yeah, welcome back. I'm back. I don't know. Who knows how long it'll last? Hopefully a while. I have missed it. I truly have. So, I'm going to start with my eyes. I've already primed everything. I'll talk a little bit about the products that I'm using, but I'm not going to live there. Before I get started though, I need to clean off my brushes. So while I'm doing that, I might as well fill y'all in. Nothing major has happened, just life. I've been busy with kids and work, and which is funny because I cut back on hours. I know I filmed a chatty get ready with me. I don't know if I ever published it, so maybe it's news to you, but I dropped down to 4 dates a week at work, which has been lovely. The mom guilt was eating me alive. I was just the only reason I work full time is so that we can buy things that we don't need. And we can still do that even dropping down to 4 days a week. So I was this is something I have to do. So I did, and I feel really good about that. I'm going to start with my eyes. The first thing is I'm just going to use a shade from my Persona Identity palette to kind of set down my primer. So I assumed that by dropping down in time at work, I knew that there would still be days where I would take my youngest to daycare so I could get some things done around the house. If the cleaning needed to be caught up, because let's be real, I don't like to clean when my kids are around. I feel guilty. I feel like I should be spending time with them. So sometimes things pile up, right? So I knew that I would be taking some time maybe once a month. Or if my husband was traveling, I was going to allow myself that Wednesday to just do my thing. Which brings me to today. This is what today is. My husband's out of town and I was home yesterday with my youngest. He had a minor medical procedure, nothing major at all. The eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using is the Sydney Grace and Temptalia palette. It's one of 3. I could not tell you which one this is. Yes, I could. Radiant Reflection. It looks like this. I don't remember if I got the light or dark. I don't think these are available anymore. If that upsets you, I am very sorry. I do understand that that's annoying. But I'm pretty sure you can get these singles. So if one of the shades trips your trigger, you can get it, most likely. Anyway, so I have been absolutely loving this extra time that I've been getting with my youngest. It's just so it's awesome. The mom guilt, I feel none anymore. I feel no mom guilt. It's crazy. I feel great about the situation. And I don't even feel bad when I do take him to daycare. He loves daycare. Last Wednesday, I had him home. Wednesdays are the day that I stay home with my kid. Last Wednesday, I had him home and we were getting my oldest ready for school. My oldest was getting ready for school. It was a school morning. And my youngest was just what are we doing today? And I told him that he and I were going to stay home together and go to the library and whatever else. And he was just can I just go to daycare? Why are we doing this? But generally speaking, he loves being home with me too. But he also does, he's got good buddies at daycare and he has a good time hanging out with them. That is not looking great. I'm not sure what's happening. I don't know if these are just old or if I'm just slapping eyeshadow on my eyes willy-nilly. It could be that. It truly could be that. I think I'm going to start over. Do I need to start over? I don't know that what I wanted to do was going to work with that. I had a vision in my head. Hang on, let me get a wipe. It's gonna be a pain in the patootie. Yeah, it's just, oh, it doesn't want to come off. The Ulta Eye Primer is good primer. Like, if I'm having a hard time taking a shadow off after using it, you know it's good. But there are definitely some, there have definitely been more Wednesdays than I anticipated where I took my youngest to daycare. I realized that one of the reasons that I needed to do this was also so that I could accommodate like appointments and things that we have. My oldest has braces, and so we have to go to the orthodontist once a month. And so, like, you know, those days I'm like, I'll just take him to daycare and he'll be fine. And it's worked out really well. I've also needed to take my dog to the vet a lot lately. My God. Oh, I legitimately thought he was dying last week. He is 17 years old, so ancient. He's a smaller dog, so it's not like a 17-year-old lab, right? Like he's old. But if he was bigger and that old, it would be like seriously terrible. Maybe not terrible, you know what I mean? Like just surprising. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, we're gonna try a different shade in here to see if I can get a better transition. Oh, that's all right. Significantly better. Oh my. These are really pigmented. And I haven't used this palette very much. Okay, so I'm just all over the place. Welcome to my life. It's kind of a shit show. But what I was saying was that I thought my dog was dying. He's 17 and he had his first case of diarrhea in his entire life. It was awful. But let me back up a little bit. About 3-4 weeks ago now, he had an eye infection. I noticed his eye was really cloudy and it was really goopy. So I took him in right away and they were like, you are awesome for bringing him in, because a lot of people just kind of like either don't notice or don't think it's serious. And the dog, like, it's really painful. They have like migraines with this particular type of eye infection. So she was like, she made me feel really good. She was just like, you did the right thing. So anyways, he was on eye drops, had to have the pressure tested on his eye. It can turn into glaucoma if you don't treat it. Yeah, great. So I had to take him to the vet 3 times. The first time for the diagnosis, then a week later to recheck the pressure, then another week later to recheck the pressure again. Pressure was finally back to normal. So he was okay. But then I took him to get groomed, and you know, he's old. He doesn't always know what planet he's on. Like, pretty sure he's had some mini strokes. He's just not quite with it like he used to be. And it was the day after he went for his grooming. He was so sick. He was pooping. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad for him. And I don't know. I took him to the vet, but I couldn't get him in until like 5:30 because I had to work. But my office is really close and I'm out and about in the community seeing clients a lot. So I'm able to just kind of like pop home really quick to check on him, or, you know, oftentimes I'll stop at home, let the dogs out, do that whole thing. And then go see my clients, or I'll stop home during my lunch break, you know, whatever it may be. And so I stopped at home a couple of times that day. I think once in the morning and once in the afternoon. And my poor dog, I thought when I stopped in the afternoon, I thought he was dead. Like and I that's like I mean, obviously it would be terrible, right? Like, we love our dogs. He's a family member. I love this dog. When I was pregnant with my oldest, I was legitimately worried that I wasn't going to love a baby as much as I love my dog. So if that gives you any indication of how much I love this dog, like, he is my soul dog. He is my best friend. And I'm like fine talking about this because he didn't die. Like, he's fine. Anyway, I stopped at home, and he's kind of deaf. Like, his hearing has gone. And I stopped at home, and whenever I stop, like, come home or whatever, I touch him if he's asleep. I'll touch him to wake him up because he doesn't hear me. And he can hear some things, but he apparently can't hear that anymore. So anyway, I touched him to wake him up, and his body just like rolled to the side. I was like, oh no. It's gonna be hard enough, like, watching him, like, if I have to take him in to be put down, that's best case scenario for me. I think it would be so much worse to come home and realize that, like, I missed it. He died and I was not there with him. So that's like one of the things that I fear. My father-in-law, the last time he visited, he was like, that dog is just gonna die in his sleep one day. I was like, why would you say that? What are you doing? It's not a funny thing to say. That's not nice. Ugh. Anyway, so thankfully, after like staring at his rib cage for a solid 20 seconds, trying to figure out if he was alive or not, I saw that he was breathing and he was fine. So I ended up, like I said, I took him to the vet, and they said it was an overgrowth of bad bacteria. And he actually started eating prior to that appointment. Like, he started eating again, which was good. But they said it was an overgrowth of bad bacteria. And it was probably due to stress, which would make sense. That tracks with the number of appointments that he had. And he's not, like, they had to do blood work. This was like with that whole eye thing, because we were also trying to figure out, do we risk doing a dental? Because he also needs a dental, and he is old. And so we were doing blood work, a whole panel on him to see if he had a fighting chance of coming out of anesthesia. It is, having old pets, watching your pets age is not for the faint of heart. Like, it's hard. There's a lot of difficult decisions that you have to make. And I don't like it at all. It's not fun. But anyway, we've decided not to do the dental. His blood work was fine. The reason I mentioned the blood work, he's a really difficult poke also. He, like, I don't know what his veins are doing, but they're like, I don't think they're working. They are. He's fine. But it's just like, you finally get a vein and it's just drip, drip, drip. There's hardly any output. They're working enough to keep him healthy. And the vet has said that he has the blood work of a puppy. Like, he is in perfect health. He's just old. There's nothing wrong with him. Old, little senile, but he still loves to eat. He still, like, gets excited when I come home, as long as he's awake for it. So, like, it's not time yet. Like, he's still having a good time. So, as long as he's having a good time in some way, then we're good. So, we're just kind of taking it, I don't know, for the past, like, 3 years, I don't know, this is really morbid, but every New Year's, I'm just like, this is my last year with him. And it's not. So, I don't know, he's full of surprises. I have no idea what's going to happen here. But yeah, he is still alive. He is doing just fine. I'm sounding so flippant about it, and I promise you I'm not. I'm just, he's okay. Like, praise God. I don't know. Like, I don't know why he's I don't know. Like, I think for the past year, I've gotten to a point where I'm just like, okay, it's coming. And the more time that goes on, I'm more able to like prepare myself mentally. And I still think that I know I'm going to have a hard time. Like, I was researching at-home euthanasia places so that I would just know what's available, because I know that that's probably going to be the service that I want to use for him, because I don't want his last moments to be like full of anxiety or stress, you know? I want him to just like be happy, be comfortable. So yeah, now I'm starting to get emotional. So we're going to change the subject. Whew. Okay, let's talk about makeup, because that's way easier than talking about this. One of the videos I'm going to film today is a haul video, like I mentioned. This is one of the things I hauled. I got this. It's the KVD. Is it the Good Apple Serum Foundation? This is my first time using it. So far, so good. Now, obviously, like, it's not a wear test. It could look terrible in a couple of hours, but for right now, it's looking all right. Oh, okay. I'm like winded, out of breath. What else is new? Why else haven't I been filming? I don't know. I can't quite get, like, on the mornings that I film, I kind of piddle, and I don't mean to. And then I end up feeling like I don't have enough time, and then I just don't do it. But the other thing is I have not been as interested in makeup as I used to be. I still love it. I still have a good time with it. But like, the market is so saturated, so I don't get excited about new makeup releases videos. I used to watch those from other content creators every single week. Like Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I was watching that all the time. But I don't even think she's filming it consistently anymore. I don't know, I could be wrong. But like, I'm not watching a lot of beauty YouTube anymore. I say that like it's a finality. Like, I'm not watching it currently. It hasn't, I've watched some, but not a lot. I used to watch it when I would like walk on my treadmill or when I was cooking dinner or whatever, but now, I don't know. My kid is usually watching a show when I'm cooking dinner, so that's not so much of an option. And then my oldest, no, not my oldest. I don't know where my brain was going with that. I haven't been walking on my treadmill, so I don't know when I'm supposed to watch it, truly. This is another thing that I recently got. It's This is another thing that I recently got. I can't talk. This is another product help me. This is another product I recently purchased. It's the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour. So I got it in the shade Light 2. The Today Show was having a sale of Danessa Myricks products. Apparently I can't say the name of this company. I can't say Danessa Myricks without tripping all over my tongue. It is what it is. How do I do this? Help me. Fancy packaging. You have to like push this button and then it goes up. Wow. Would you look at that? Oh dear. Okay, I thought this was super dirty. It's a little dirty. It'll be fine. Anyway, that is like a yellow undertone. Would you look at that? Would you just, oh, okay. That's something. That is something. What's happening? Oh my god. Like, it's obviously not a contour. But I can bronze with it, yeah. Oh Lord, blessed be. Oh my, I look like I smeared diarrhea on my forehead. Oh. I'm not sure about this shade. This is something else. We gotta fake that single chin situation, but we don't want to fake it too much because then it just looks like you got mud on your throat. Anyway, I don't know what I was even talking about. Oh, I haven't been watching beauty YouTube. There was a point in time when I could not get enough. It was just constant. Now I'm like watching a few Teresa's Dead videos, a few Samantha Marches, and then who's that other one? Jessica Braun. Occasionally a Tati video or a Lauren May Beauty. Like, I'm subscribed to a bunch of people, but I don't know. I don't know if it's because short form content has like taken the world by storm or what the situation is, but it isn't. I'm just not devoting as much time to watching videos, and I miss it. I do. I truly do. Now this is probably not good. Don't come for me. I also watch it in my car while I'm driving. I'm not watching though. I'm listening. But lately I've been really into audiobooks. So there's all these things. There's all these things that are pulling me away. And another main factor is that I am not trying to spend money. I'm trying not to spend money. Yes, try not to spend money. That's the way that I'm trying to word that. Like I mentioned before, we're saving up for a UK trip. That is where my passion is right now. So it just isn't, I'm just not, I don't know. And I've really realized that social media gets me. It pulls me in and it makes me want all of the things. And I can't do it. I can't do it. It has caused me to go over budget, and I am not okay with that. By the way, this is the Juvia's Place. What are you? Is there like new cream blushes, and it's in the shade Soft Tulip. It is pigmented. You don't need a lot, as you can see. Anyway, I am easily influenced. I have come to terms with that. I just am. And so spending time on YouTube especially, but also Instagram, it really, really makes me want to spend money. And I am tired of spending money that I don't have on something that I'm probably going to throw away. Because let's be real, makeup goes bad and I cannot use everything that I buy. So it's like, stop the madness, you know? It's kind of where I was at with it, was just, it's got to stop. It has to stop. I can't, and I'm not saying that I'm not buying things. I have a haul video to film, but it's a haul over the past like 4 months. So yeah, I used to buy stuff just to film a video about it, you know, and I will still do that on occasion. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen, but when my channel is like, I'm not making money here, I am losing money. So I'm trying to just chill the hell out a little bit. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I don't know. It gets to be too stressful. And I don't appreciate that. I just realized I never powdered my under eyes. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with spending money on things that you don't need. Like, there really isn't, as long as you have the money to do it. But yeah, we're just kind of at a point where I am just kind of at a point where I'm like, I need to prioritize what I'm doing here and not go too crazy with my spending, because there's so much more to life that I want to experience, and experiences cost money. They just do. I'm gonna do my brows really quick. So yeah, I've been kind of avoiding social media, and it hasn't even really necessarily been like a conscious decision. I think it's more just like my brain has gotten to the point where it knows. It's like, girl, we're not doing this. So it's made it really hard to film then, because I'm like, I don't even what videos do I film? Because I would get a lot of inspiration from other creators, and speed reviews, that's not going to be a thing because I'm not buying much. I can only do so much with project panning. I'm thinking Shop My Stash and project panning is where it needs to go. And also just, the occasional haul or products I've been loving, that sort of thing. Because I know that I'm not alone. I know that there are a lot of people who spend money that they don't have on makeup that they aren't going to use, and it goes to waste. So I don't know, maybe that's somewhere that something that I can explore sorry, I've got coffee burps. Maybe that's something that I can explore as a content creator, just more videos where we're using products that we have, or like duping the vibes videos, or that sort of thing. I don't know, maybe, but I don't think those do very well. So there's the whole, what's the point? No one's going to watch it. The algorithm isn't going to push that content out because it doesn't do well. But I don't really understand why it doesn't do well. Like, is there a reason those don't do well? I like watching them. I love hearing about products that people are using that are in their collection. I don't know that I love this highlighter. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. It's just kind of, meh, okay, let's see what we can do here and move forward. I just got a reminder text that my kiddo has an appointment in 30 minutes. Apparently I'm not filming today past this, and that's fine. Maybe I can find some time tomorrow. So that probably means I need to go pick him up from school. Okay, you guys, that's it. That's all I got for today. I need to quickly leave the house, and I should take my hair down. It's gonna dry all funny. Oh, should I do a lip? I don't really have one that I want to use. I'm just gonna use this one. This is the Sydney Grace lip cream in Maya. I have thoughts about it. She's not my favorite, but with this lip, or this eye look, I think it's probably kind of pretty. All right, guys, that is all that I have time for today. I hope this video wasn't too disjointed and crazy. Essentially, I have not been super active on socials. I am hoping to become more active and find my niche that does not involve overspending. Essentially, that's what we're doing here. Okay. It feels good to be back. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.